So, before we proceed to our new lesson, we will have an activity first, which is called 4 pics, 1 word. So, I will show a picture on the screen for 5 seconds and you will be find out what is in the picture. So class, are you now ready? I can hear you. Are you now ready? Alright, since you are now ready, please be prepared. So here is the picture number 1. Alright, now let's proceed to our picture number 2. And finally, let's see picture number 3. Alright, let's end our activity. Alright class, this time let's unlock the hidden word in the picture. So, the picture number 1 we have. Very good, that is injuries. And now let's proceed to the picture number 2. Alright, that's it, sports. And finally, picture number 3. We have that. Terrific, that is accidents. Based on the activity that we did, what do you think our lesson for today? Very good. Our lesson for today is all about sports injuries.
Sports injuries refers to the kind of injuries that mostly commonly occur during sports or exercises. There are 2 classifications of sports injuries. We have acute and chronic injuries. What is acute injuries? Acute injuries have signs and symptoms like pain and swelling that manifest immediately after force application. The examples of acute injuries are sprain, strain, fracture, dislocation, and wounds. Sprain. Overstretched ligaments can be mild, moderate, or severe, with the anterior cruciate ligaments being a common sprained ligament that helps stabilize the knee. The injury occurs when the knee twists while weight is placed on it. Strain, caused by excessive stretching that causes tears in the muscle tendon unit. It is twist, pull, or tear of muscle or tendon. The most common strains are located at the lower limb, such as the hamstring and calf muscle. Fractures are breaks in the continuity of the bone. It usually occurs as a result of high impact forces that cause the bone to bend or twist. It is normally treated with immobilization by attaching a fixator or a cast. Dislocation are bones that are pushed out from their joint capsule. When the bone is pushed out from the proper alignment, the injury will cause a deformity and constant pain. What is overuse or chronic injuries? Are common among individuals who have been training for a long period of time with minimal rest and recovery between sessions. Includes stress fractures, tendinopathy, osteoarthritis, and bursitis. Stress fractures is a small crack in a bone or severe bruising within a bone. Most stress fracture is caused by repetitive activity. For examples, runners and athletes who participate in running, such as soccer and basketball. Tendinopathy, the most common overuse injury in sports. It is the inflammation of a tendon. Tendinitis occurs in any of tendons in shoulders, elbows, wrists, knees, and heels. Osteoarthritis, wear and tear of a joint that results to its deterioration. It occurs when the cartilage or cushion between the joints break down, leading to pain, stiffness, and swelling. Achilles tendonitis is a taut ligament that attaches the calf muscle to the back of the heel bone and can be damaged by running or jumping. Lumbar strain, the standard weightlifter's injury, can also occur in sports that involve sudden twisting of the back, such as golf and baseball. Sudden lower back pain appears with twisting or lifting. It may seem fairly minor for an hour or two, but carrying on the exercise will usually bring a sudden deterioration with extreme pain and back spasms. As soon as possible after an injury, such as knee or ankle sprain, you can relieve pain and swelling and promote healing and flexibility with RICE method: rest, ice, compression, and elevation. Rest and protect the injured or sore area. Stop, change, or take a break from any activity that you may be causing your pain or soreness. Iced. Cold will reduce pain and swelling. Apply an ice or cold pack right away to prevent or minimize swelling. Apply the ice or cold pack for 10 to 20 minutes, 3 or more times a day. Place a towel over the cold pack before applying it to the skin. Compression or wrapping the injured or sore area with an elastic bandage, such as an ACE wrap, will help decrease swelling. Don't rub it too tightly because this can cause more swelling below the affected area. Elevation. Elevate the injured or sore area on pillows while applying ice and anytime you are sitting or lying down. Try to keep the area at or above the level of your heart to help minimize swelling. Guys, always remember to rest. Stop new injury and bleeding. Iced ease pain and reduces inflammation by constricting the blood vessel, and compression and elevation limit the amount of swelling and fluid accumulation around the injured area.